poppers.
What up, Dink?
Hey, monkey piggy. I need a monkey piggy.
Hey, Mama Papa. This is just the best it's gonna get for me today. Hello there.
Hello there. The angel from my nightmare. Mm-hmm. Are you chewing gum?
No.
What are you chewing?
Nothing.
Could you just talk right into your mic?
Saliva.
Really? You're not chewing any gum?
Yeah. I was just going.
That was really convincing. Oh my god. You're a great fake gum chewer.
I'm just like an actoire.
An actoire.
Actoire.
Okay, let me get my documents all in order.
We've come up with some new. Well, first of all, actually, my name's Crispy.
Yeah, sure, I'm sure it is. I'm Christine.
And we've we've come up with some new segments for you guys that will be sort of reoccurring, sort of a reoccurring segment type of thing, kind of like just the stuff that we've got to give you every week. It's just stuff we're gonna be doing weekly, and so. One of them, since we always like try to talk about our weekends, but somehow it ends up sounding really boring to you guys, that we assume, not that anyone has said that, we assume it sounds really boring.
Just due to the lack of comments and engagement about anything we actually talk about in the entire podcast, and most of the comments just being about our feet, we can infer that they're not interested in the content.
Yeah. So we're going to kind of go in a little more of a fun way, describing our weekends each with our own haikus written about our weekends each.
Yeah.
I'll go first.
Yay!
I put a lot of thought and effort and work into it.
Okay.
Drink, 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 bed, bed. Drink, 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 bed, bed. Going sober now.
I love that.
Thank you. I'm still.
What can't she do?
It looks like I've officially gotten to the age where my hangovers last more than a day, and I still feel like shit right now. So I think I'm going to be doing at least the next month and a half sober.
Month and a half.
Yeah, because you said sober May, but I'm starting sober May now, and it's April 20th.
Let's do month and a quarter, because then we need to make it to Memorial Day weekend. And then we will be drinking Memorial Day weekend, and if you don't, you're not my friend anymore.
Memorial Day weekend is in May.
The end of May.
So how are you doing sober?
You said a
May.
month and a... Yeah.
How are you doing sober May if you're going to drink in May?
Just until the last weekend of May. You know.
We can revisit that. I just feel like sometimes I turn into like a really bad person when I drink. I gotta reevaluate.
Whatever do you didn't make any mistakes this weekend due to alcohol consumption. You didn't say anything wrong. You didn't do anything bad. You just feel terrible. And that's worth it. I have one.
Alrighty.
Grand Prix? No, in fact. Spending lots of money on food and drinks, of course.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. Cheers. That's good. Yeah.
Snap.
Good job.
And that was our haiku weekend wrapped. And now that it's no longer the weekend, let's get into our new segment, Worst Person of the Week. Would you like to go first as well?
Yeah, I think so. I've got two. Although I can't remember who the second one was. An Uber driver called me fat yesterday.
He sucks, and he deserves that title bad.
Yeah, badly.
Badly.
I physically ordered with my fingers and my own money a bunch of bagels for my pals and I to eat for breakfast after our sick night out. And that was about 6 bagels delivered to me in a paper bag by a man who parked a little too far away for my personal liking.
And took about 1,000 years to get there.
And I come downstairs outside and I'm looking for him and I start like hobbling towards him and he's not moving any closer to me. And he
didn't make your life any easier.
No, he didn't.
By the way.
He could have just taken one look at me and saw maybe I should give this girl a little bit of help. Instead, let me give her some words of wisdom. Yeah, walking's good for you. As he hands me a bag, just about 15 pounds, of bagel sandwiches.
He sucks. I have a few questions.
Yeah.
when you Uber Eats,
Yeah.
aren't they supposed to come to the door?
Yeah.
I fucking hate that guy.
I hate him.
He stayed in his car.
I had a really,
And then said, walking's
he
good for you?
stood up out of his car, but he was standing by his car.
What a dickhead.
Moved no closer to me until I got about 5 feet from him, and he like at least walked over to the sidewalk. It was hot, and I was wearing clothes that weren't mine, not for any sexual reason, but for completely the opposite.
She did not screw.
I did not screw.
Nobody. Wait, can we talk about our goals for the weekend?
Yeah.
Our goals. So we went out, right? Had a big old fun time Friday with original plans to go to the Grand Prix. We ended up not, and spending a lot of money on food and drinks. And then the next day, we were pretty productive, but then spent also a lot of money on drinks and then food that night as well. So we were feeling, the aftermath. And something about, hey, I don't remember where I was going with this story.
So on the second day, we decided to come up with some goals for our night. And my goal was to have like a little flirt and a kiss. And you know what I did? Only talk to my friends the whole night.
Talk to zero new people.
Did not veer out of the circle at all whatsoever. No kiss.
Attached at the hip to only the group that we came with.
No kiss, just flirting with my friends.
Yep. If you could call it that.
If you could call it that. My stomach is sick. I'm sick to my stomach.
Yeah. I also was sick to my stomach.
In what way?
Saturday, I laid down.
Is this why you close your eyes?
Yeah, because I said the room was going for a spin, and I went, I think I want to get off this ride. And I don't regret it. I love being at a party, finding a couch, and hitting REM sleep, stage 4 sleep cycle in the middle of the night. My goal of the night on Saturday was to make a new inside joke with all of our new friends. And when you say that shit out loud, it's so embarrassing.
No, it's so funny.
But I think just any regular thing that we laughed at throughout the night, our friend got a little bit too excited about helping me achieve my goal, and he would be like, that's the new inside joke. And I would be like,
what?
Can you calm down?
Who said that?
Jake every 10 minutes would be like, that's the new inside joke. And I would be like, it has to come naturally.
I don't even remember him doing that.
You can't do that. He did it through the morning too.
That it has to come naturally, says the one that her literal goal was to have an inside joke. No, Jake, it has to come naturally. We can't force it.
Can't. Anyway, then we talked like it for about 4 hours. Do you think if we did a full podcast episode like this, people would understand us? Welcome back to Body Mount.
Hello.
I'm Quitine. And that's Quitina. And that's Body Mount. We're sitting on the couch. You are really wiggling your toad like that.
Yeah, but I'm keeping it under the table.
You've got something
Don't
wrong at toad.
Don't tell them that.
I've never noticed how long that one big toe is.
Mediterranean feet.
Is that really what it means?
I got Mediterranean feet.
Dumb lady in the bathroom on Saturday looked down at my feet and said, you have really small feet.
Is that your worst person of the week?
Oh, shit, I forgot mine.
Who was my other one that we said?
Oh, the other worst person of the week was from the weekend before when we were at a food truck and that guy was like, I like your pants. And you were like, thanks, I wish they weren't as bright as they were though, but I keep getting compliments on them. And he was like, well, I could help you take them off. And all of his friends were like, ew.
Everyone around was like, dude, what the fuck? His friends were like, why would you fucking say that?
Yeah.
Something like that. He was like, she said she didn't like her pants. So, I was...
literally not even what she said. So...
I love those pants.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
It hurt. Okay?
So, my worst person of the week originally was the Republican that we met at the Renaissance Fair. Because he ruined my day.
Mm-hmm. I think I have an idea of whose yours is going to be.
He didn't ruin my day, but I have a new person who ruined a different day. What do you think? Who's it gonna be?
Little lady that had full cooter out on a public gym bench.
Am I fucking nuts? Okay, can I walk you guys through a story? I'm going to the gym. Then I do about 4 exercises. I'm hungover. And I go, I don't want to be here anymore. Let me go hit that sauna like it's my job. So I go to the locker room. I go into my section where my locker is. It's in a corner. So I have to like bend over basically and sit on the bench in order to take off my shoes, because also I have to like, you have to like undress basically to go into the sauna. You're not allowed to have sneakers on or like anything.
Yeah.
And instead of getting fully undressed, I just wrap myself in a towel because
Yeah. No, that's valid.
I just don't feel like peeling everything off and then
absolutely
being
not.
sweaty and putting it all back on.
I think as long as you're in a towel and you don't have any like shoes or socks on, you should be fine.
Yeah. And then I bring my own little flip-flops as well. I can't do the undressing situation and just like leave my shit on the floor. I would like to sit on the bench and untie my shoe. Is that too much to ask, right? And I come over to my little locker room section, and on the bench, taking up the entirety of the bench that I need to sit on, is this old lady treating
How
the
old was
bench.
she?
No, she's probably like, she's probably my mom's age, but looks not as good.
I don't
Like
know why I was
65, but
imagining-
looks 75.
I was imagining her as like a 35-year-old to 40-year-old woman that just had a bad fucking attitude.
No, I would never call a 35-year-old woman an old lady.
No, I know. I think it didn't clock to me that you said old lady.
Old, yeah, older. Yeah, well, she wasn't acting like a lady. She was acting like a real bitch. I'm approaching the bench, and I go, excuse me, and if you are taking up the entire bench, by the way, she's wrapped in a towel. She has underwear on, but she's wrapped in a towel that's like kind of damp, and her head's wrapped in a towel that's also kind of damp. So not only is she taking up the whole bench, but she's like, the bench is now a little wet.
Making the bench moist.
Yeah. And I said, excuse me, and she didn't move. And then I very politely again said, excuse me, I just need to get to my locker. Do you mind if I sit? And then she goes, gathers her shit all dramatically off the bench and like does these deep sighs and is like, there's plenty of room for you. And I'm like, okay, thank you. And I was like, am I just overthinking it? If I didn't know any better, I would think that was a little rude and dramatic, but whatever. And then I go to the sauna, come back, and she's like by her locker again, staring at me while she's like getting her shit in and out of it, and then like slams her locker closed. I was like, what is this,
Staring
8th
straight at
grade?
you.
Yeah.
Okay. Burning a hole in the back of my head.
Really? Oh, I like that. That's funny. And then I'm paranoid and I just want to go. And by the way, like I'm still hungover, by the way. So I just want to go and cry also. And I leave and I make eye contact with her. And she's staring at me again. And I smile this time to be like, maybe she just like noticed something and I had to like tell me like my shoe was untied. And she just didn't smile back. So I just was really mad for like an hour after.
Like,
and so
way to
she
make
sucks.
my already very difficult day that
Worse.
I've put upon myself.
Which is my fault.
Which is my fault for even in existing in that sort of sense of a way. Mm-hmm. Even harder and worse. Bitch. That's all I have to say. About that.
Fuck them, I don't mind saying.
Fuck them, I don't mind saying.
So,
Can that be the segment name?
I thought it was going to
them.
be worst person of the week.
Well, yeah, but like, fuck them, I don't mind saying.
Fuck them, I don't mind saying. Yeah, I'll cheers to that.
Yeah. I hear you have a story for me. I heard through the grapevine.
I do have a story. So you know how we talk?
Put those toes down.
Okay. So you know how the way we talk to each other is just like a little bit different from a fully developed, like cognizant, neurotypical, smart person?
Yeah.
Behind closed doors. Mm-hmm. My fear one day is that it may affect our romantic relationships and just relationships outside of each other in general in a negative way.
Yeah.
Not enough to stop, though.
I was going to say, I would hope not, because, I mean, every relationship I've had, and I've spoken those ways, they've ended up developing those ways of speaking as well, and joining in on it.
Adopting it as part of their language,
so
as they should.
if it does affect them in a negative way, they are just not for me.
I'll drink to that. The reason I bring it up is because I listened to a Smosh Reads Reddit Stories episode, and they read this story, and I was simply cracking the crap up because I was like,
Okay.
and it was because why else would you? Because it was funny, and I think you would also think it's funny.
Okay.
So I'm going to read it now. Fart.
Belcio.
This is from r/am I the asshole.
Okay. I hate these things, by the way.
I love Reddit stories. Crispy despises them. However, I just think of it not as a Reddit story, but more of like a, wouldn't this be crazy if this happened to us? Am I the asshole for being at a breaking point with my husband's made-up language? The original post says, my OH has always been a bit goofy, giving his own names to things and doing impressions. About 18 months ago, this started to increase a lot. It's now a constant presence in our lives, and I'm finding it difficult to live with. Examples. He has his own name for most retail outlets, professionals, organizations. Eat you greens is Walgreens.
I was like, I really fucking hope there's some examples. I need to talk about it. Speak it out loud.
Sharts and Gobbles, Barnes & Noble.
Sharts and gobbles?
Yeah.
Awesome.
He has about 30 to 40 everyday words that he insists on using in place of normal ones. Scuppers with a rising whistle at the end is yes.
Scuppers?
That's how I'm assuming. Scuppers.
I don't think that. I think like a scuppers? Like a rising whistle?
Scuppers. Well, bing with a descending whistle is no. I'm thinking bing is no.
Okay, so this...
And then
I just like really early on just want to let everyone know that we are not this bad, I don't think.
I feel like we might be, because the word he uses for goodnight is bagayaya.
Nighted. I go bed.
I gotta go bed. I'm really sleepy. Night night.
I go-
Bagayaya.
I gotta go bed. I said that about 4 times last night.
Okay.
I gotta go bed.
He constantly does weird sound impersonations, not like celebrities or characters, but a single noise that's made up from a sound or something childish, like a fart from a children's TV show. He speaks random words like garbage or douchebag while burping or farting. So think about every time we fart, we always go, garbage!
That's probably better for us to do in public around other people than saying fart when we fart.
Like, so if you rewind about 15 to 20 seconds in this episode when I said I'm about to start reading this story and I go, fart.
Yeah. Garbage.
Every time you burp, you go, douchebag.
Yeah. Douchebag.
He has made up names for our friends, which he uses sometimes, even under his breath when we're out with them. Pam and Will is Pig and Wig. We start calling Seth and Mikey like Sloth and Wakey, or like Beth and Wyko.
Fresh and dykey.
Pig and Wig. Imagine you're out with Pig and Wig and you accidentally call them Pig and Wig to their, like, whatever.
I love that. Our friends would find that funny.
She goes, I've just had enough. We got into bed the other night and I said goodnight and he said bagayaya in a high-pitched voice. He always does it.
This sounds like the perfect man. This sounds like the perfect man.
Bagayaya. I bet he's out cheating on me. No, he's at home going bagayaya.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I've just about had enough. We got into bed the other night. Yeah, I said that. I snapped and asked why he couldn't just speak to me normally, and he just laughed. He just laughed and came right up close to my face and did it again. His whistling is constant. He speaks to our kid in this stupid language, and I'm afraid it's going to confuse normal language development because he changes the words so often. I forgot about that part. Blah, blah, blah. And and then some edits for some questions that she had to answer. I do not believe that he displays any symptoms of Tourette's, autism, neurological disorders, and hasn't ever.
Literally, like, one of my first questions was gonna be like, maybe he's just a little bit autistic.
Yeah. She said he's physically well by all measures. He's not having a stroke. He could be stressed. He will not go to therapy. He could be funny occasionally, but I'm not trying to spoil his fun, but I need an adult partner at times for him to stop when not appropriate. So, yeah, bunch of comments and everything. I think this
Why
is
is it
like
not
one of the...
appropriate to go bagayaya when you're going to bed?
I don't know. I think this is one of the funniest things. Like, imagine being in the room and
I need to know
hanging
more
out with
of them.
them. Yeah. Yeah.
I want to see him on TikTok.
I wonder if she answered the questions to other words. She said he has about 30 to 40, and I'm like, that sounds like us. Oh, comments have been disabled.
We have an uncountable amount of different things that we say.
I think it's unlimited. I was getting irritated just by reading the post. I can't imagine actually living with someone who does this. What the fuck?
I actually
Grow
live
up.
with someone that does this. And
Bagayaya!
she does too.
Scuppers! Imagine being like, me saying no, but in a way that I'm really serious about. And I'm like, bing, 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 bing.
I just think it's funny that, like, those words are significantly longer than just saying yes or no.
It's not easier in any
In
way.
any sense. No.
For him to, yeah. Well, is deleting the letter S from our language making the words we say any easier?
I never said that I wanted to speak easier.
I never did that. I wanted to speak idiot.
It hoed, okay?
It devoted. So, did you like that?
Did you like that? Do you know that one?
Did you like
Did
that,
you like
Dowie?
it?
That what it Dowie?
Did you have fun with that one?
Oh, it's funny.
Scuppers.
Scuppers. Or can you guys comment below scuppers or bing?
That's cool. You can whistle.
You can't whistle? No. Try. You just spit. So that one's going to be on the YouTube only, I think.
Me, wide-eyed, kissy face.
I actually learned how to whistle by inhaling instead of exhaling. Yeah.
I did a little bit too much inhaling this weekend, actually.
Yeah, it's true. I feel like the way this guy speaks is also the way we refer to Mr. White. Like, someday he's Piggy, someday he's Bingo, Bango, Winky, Wonko.
He's been dinky for me, like,
He has been dinky lately.
all the time.
I called him Slinky once, and his eyes went... Because he doesn't hear anything I say.
Yeah.
So he didn't really react in any way, actually.
What up, Dink?
Hey, Monkey Piggy. I need a Monkey Piggy.
Hey, Mama Papa.
Yeah.
I love Mama
That's
Papa.
Seth and Mikey, Mama Papa.
Mama Papa.
Oh,
Who's
our
who?
friend have been calling... Our friend has been calling us Big Mama lately, and it's been cracking him up. We got ice cream yesterday, and he goes, "That's my Big Mama," and so the whole
front
store
of everyone
could hear
this dude talks so loud.
loudly.
Okay. Moving on. I think that Glenn Powell is Simon from Alvin and the Chipmunks. Agree?
No. Can you elaborate?
Fucking terrible take.
Can you elaborate so...
Just the way that he looks. It's the way that he is in looks. You know how we had that conversation once about how there's this specific type of man visually that's like squished, tall,
Long.
Frankenstein long
Yeah.
thing?
Like a rectangular...
Yeah.
Vertical.
Like,
Yeah.
like how there's Kiki and Booba, but this is long rectangle man.
Yeah, it's like a secret third option just for us.
Yeah. So that's Glenn Powell's in that for me. And so is Simon from Alvin and the Chipmunks.
I just can't wait for you to add a visual example of them side by side and for them to be so not similar.
I'm going to pull up a very specific picture of Glenn Powell.
Okay. That's the one that embodies, what's that word? Gopher capybara. That's the one that embodies a capybara, wishing to become a human. Have you seen a capybara smile that way? I have. Next to a photo of Glenn Powell, and I went, wow, the resemblance is uncanny. You know who I see? The kid from Stuart Little.
Like the mouse?
No, like the kid, the human kid from Stuart Little. If I was talking about the mouse, I would have just said Stuart Little.
There's something about you that makes me feel a type of way that you wouldn't like.
Bagayaya.
Bagayaya.
Bagayaya. That scupper bing my feeling.
How do I make money without having a job?
Let's write a haiku to answer that.
In my bed today, playing games on my iPhone. Do you have any cash?
Have any? That's not.
Any is not one syllable.
No, it's not, girl. Okay, I have a haiku on how you can make a lot of money by not working. Walk across the street slow enough for a car to hit. Instant lawsuit win.
Yeah. It's just like too much time commitment.
Ouch! Bagayaya! Ouchie! Fuck, marry, kill, Nickelodeon, Disney. Hold on.
Oh my God. Fuck, marry, kill. Shane Dawson, James Charles, Jeffree Star.
Oh my God. Is Jeffree Star a Nazi? Or did
Something
he
like
just
that.
date Kanye West?
Both.
Well, kill him. God, no. I don't know. This is really hard.
Coca-Cola.
Hello.
Hello.
Wait, do I have to fuck one of them?
Well, that is what the game is.
Like, or is it like, fuck that guy, whatever?
No.
No, it's like I have to intercourse.
You have to intercourse.
I need to bagayaya with them.
You gotta hit that scupper.
I've got a pig and wig with Shane Dawson.
Yeah. Well, he'll be the pig and you'll be the wig.
Wig? No, yeah, for real. Gross. I hate this game.
And so, you won't actually have to do it. I have no clue what I would pick.
Kill Jeffree Star. Fuck Shane Dawson. Marry James Charles.
Yeah, at least James Charles can do your makeup.
Not that well.
I just have a feeling that, like, Jeffree Star wouldn't be, like, very giving in bed or anything, you know?
Yeah, that's why I would kill him.
Exactly.
And I feel like James Charles, I would divorce him immediately, and he's not that smart, so I would get, like, a lot in it.
Yeah.
But remember our last episode when I said I'm really glad that I would never have to go through any messy divorce lawyer or anything? Then maybe I wouldn't divorce him
You could kill him
as well. Can I just kill all of them?
after you do the deeds. And remember, for a marriage to be real and legit, you have to consummate it on your wedding night.
I don't feel so good.
Gotta go to bed. Thank you guys so much for freaking watching us on our little show. Our little
Lean into
cute
me.
little show on
Lean into
this
me.
here YouTube, Spotify platform, Apple Music. We love you guys to DEATH, and we would love to see you again here soon. Again next weekend, Wednesdays at 1 p.
3,
Kit
4,
1 p. PT 4 ET. And any of the other hours that I don't know, GMT. Love you guys.